Climbing Mount Everest has always been a tough task, but now it's only getting tougher because the Everest is getting taller. We're not kidding. Mount Everest is a geological marvel. This Himalayan peak is more than 29,000 feet tall, making it the world's tallest mountain. But according to a new study, it is only getting taller by about the width of a strand of spaghetti each year. Why? Because 89,000 years ago, one river ate another. Confused? Here's our report.
This is Mount Everest, a Himalayan peak, a geological marvel, and a potentially lethal climbing challenge. But guess what? With each passing year, this challenge is only getting tougher. You already know that the Everest is staggeringly tall. At 29,032 feet, it's about 800 feet taller than other Himalayan peaks like K2, Kanchenjunga and Lhotse. Everest is the world's tallest mountain, and it's getting taller. It grows by several millimeters each year. That's about the width of a strand of spaghetti. This may not sound like much, but over the last 89,000 years, the mountain has risen by up to 164 feet, and it continues to grow. Why? Because of what happened 89,000 years ago. But to understand that, let's go back further in history, to about 50 million years ago when the Everest was formed. There was a giant clash among the tectonic plates. The tectonic plate India rests on crashed into the Eurasian plate and then started descending below it. So one plate was slightly on top of the other, and the crust crumbled. This created the Himalayas. Now, the Earth's crust may seem rigid, but it's not. So when something this massive, like a mountain range, weighs down the crust, it goes downward. And what's below the crust? The mantle. This is buoyant, so it pushes the crust upward. Think of it this way. The Himalayas are standing on a massive bouncy castle, which pushes them up and down. This happens gradually. But 89,000 years ago, something fascinating happened. The Arun River, which lies east of Everest, changed its course. It bumped into a river flowing north of the Everest and stole its water. Combined, the two rivers were a water giant, and they grew more erosive. They were washing away billions of tons of sediments. This wreaked havoc in the bouncy house below the Everest. It changed the topography and pushed the mountain upwards. We are still seeing the effects of this, and scientists say the Everest's growth spurt will continue for millions of years, then it will gradually stop. Because the Himalayas rise and fall, just like all mountain ranges, thanks to the so-called bouncy house, which comes with magical height-increasing perks.
Firstpost decodes the U.S. election. Explains how America chooses its president. Your primer on the race to the White House. Everything you need to know about how America votes and its global implications. U.S. Election Explained. Every Monday and Thursday only on Firstpost.